Hi friends, I hope your preparation for AFM is going on well. I'm just doing a small video because ICAI has released new study material, and I'm going to tell in I think max 5 to 10 minutes what has happened in the new study material released by ICAI. Now, when I went through the entire study material, I can tell you only one thing: there are no major changes which have been done in the study material by ICAI. So as such, even if a student ignores the new study material, he's not going to miss out on anything. In case you have your earlier study mat which is released by ICI, no need to buy the new study material. I'll go through the set of changes which have been done by ICI, and you can even use this 8 page document that is sufficient for you to see what are the changes. Chapter 1, they've introduced a new heading called a new concept called external funding requirement. Now what is this external funding requirement is, in case a company is growing, how much extra funds the company would need in order to support the growth. Whenever a growth happens, your fixed assets will increase, current assets will increase, because you need more capital or more assets to increase your revenue. So they have given a formula and all for this. I am not saying this is a new concept itself. Reason is, this was tested in Jan 2021 exam. This question which is there, we have already done this in our class material. It is also there as part of the concept book, as well as the question bank which I have released. So this is there in business valuation chapter, but this is already there. There is nothing new which has been introduced by ICI in this concept. They have given a formula and all, but it's a concept which is already there, so I am not discussing much on this. External funding requirement is a new add-on which they have done. Concept is very simple. If a company is growing, there will be need for extra fixed assets and extra current assets. Where will that money come from? It can come in the form of short term debt, long term debt, as well as your equity and reserves and surplus. So one, I think in the exam that asked it for some 12 marks, that question is added in the ICI SM. Same answer. The numbers are slightly different in the ICI SM. It is 300 lakhs in my material. I have copied the same question. ICI SM is 3000 lakh. Just one extra zero is added. All the numbers. So chapter 1, no changes. Chapter 2, no change. 3, no change. 4, no change. 5, no change. Chapter 6, they made changes in two questions. There was one question which asked us to compute beta value, and in the end it said state your observation. State your observation. What we used to do, which was earlier done by ICI, the question which is there in the ICI new SMS slightly different. The numbers are slightly different. We used to compare expected return and actual return and say whether it is a buy, sell, or buy, comparing the expected return and actual return. Now in the new observation, you have to comment based on the beta. Beta is 1.897. So what they're saying is, the company is more affected by the changes in the market. If beta is more than one time, company is affected by the changes in the market. Less than one time, in the ICISM the question is there, it is 0.15 beta, where they have said conclusion is like this. It can be concluded is more affected by changes in market return. ICISM question, less affected by changes in market return. Less affected because it was 0.15 beta. Similar question. Then I used to have this illogical question in my material where I has given this author's note and all. One good thing they have done is they have given an alternate solution for this question, which is more logical. They have given an alternate solution to this question, which is logical. Happy about it. At least they made some correction. At least they made some correction. This alternate solution is also done in our material as part of a May 24 MTP question. Not in this question. I think this was question number 24 in my material. Question number 23. A question before that. A question before that we have discussed this. So good part, they have discussed a logical solution. They have discussed a logical solution. So portfolio management also no changes. No changes. Chapter 7, 8, 9, no changes. Chapter 10, there was one mistake in the question. There was one mistake in the question. I don't know how many students have answered this doubt. There was a question like this where the bid rate was higher than the ask rate, and people used to keep asking me for cancellation, why are we using the other rate? Now that problem is sorted out. They have changed the number. They have changed the number and made it as 62.68 and 62.72. They have corrected the mistake. They have corrected the mistake which was there in the question. No changes in the solution. No changes in the solution. Same with chapter 13. There was a question on EVA where the question had said the product generates a revenue, and we used to use the revenue as NOPAT. We use the revenue as NOPAT in this question. That also they have corrected. They have corrected and made it as net operating profit after tax. That's all. No other changes. I don't know why they released the new study mat itself. I seriously don't understand why ICAI has released a new study material. Chapter 13, they've made one mistake correction. Chapter 10, they've made one mistake correction. Apart from that, many other chapters there were mistakes. They have not corrected that. But okay, two mistakes they have corrected. Portfolio chapter, that illogical question, they have given the logical solution. I'm totally relieved because of this, because they have given logic. They continue to have the illogical solution, but they have given the logical solution also. They have given the logical solution also. So happy about it. Observation, slightly different observation they are commenting. So this is something I would want you to look at, because observation can change. The observation, when earlier we used to give sell by observation, now the observation is not sell by, it says, or you can do both also. You can give an observation like sell by, and also you can say an observation saying that more affected by the market and less affected by the changes in market. And chapter 1, this question we have already done in our material. ICISM did not have this question. Good, they've added this question. Maybe this can become little important from a May 25 exam also. From a May 25 exam point of view, this question can become important. Maybe it get tested. I've discussed this video for around 6 minutes. In fact, for me, this is not even more than 1 minute video. I normally will give the PDF and tell students to go through it, but PDF going through 8 pages may take you more time. So 6 minute video, to cut it short, no major changes in ICISM. You continue with your old study material. If you have, continue with your preparation. In case you do not have, you have got the new study mat, okay. If you have prepared with my material, nothing to worry about, because all the questions which are there, I have already corrected those mistakes in the before itself. I used to correct these mistakes saying that this is the corrected. So modified ICAI solution, ICAI question, modified question. So in my case, there's no problem. If you have read my material, there are no changes itself. But okay, just go through this 8 pages, and even this video is sufficient. This video is sufficient. Thank you, friends.